It's Week 12 of the 2022 season, and we'll see the veteran Julio Jones putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Chargers and the Cards coming up next.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in... The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Los Angeles taking the field led by Justin Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon whose career is off to an incredibly productive start. Throwing first play is Herbert. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Chargers at 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. That's complete, right around the 8. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a 2nd one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He completes it to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
On second down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third and 2, Herbert. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On first down, it's Herbert. Complete to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Again, Herbert. And this is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Chargers. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? Always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the ground there and goes for 36 yards. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Right back to Connor here on first. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now it's Trubisky. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here are the Chargers to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and 2, Herbert. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Flush to his right. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 99 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Trubisky to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They'll still have a third and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This just a 24-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Herbert. His throw incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Herbert now. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert throwing again. He's got Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Caught on the right side by Jones. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. So
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches.
Herbert.
It's caught. Beckham.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, Herbert caught by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. The 20, 10, 5. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery. Arizona. Now Matt Prater for the point after. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. The scoop and score is an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. It's Eckler again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. That's a burst right there.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And
As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. He finds Hopkins complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky.
Caught by Green on the out route.
And he goes out right around the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. On 2nd down and 4, Trubisky.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finds his running back, James Conner.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Trubisky to throw.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He'll get this to Conner underneath. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Trubisky to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Got a man. It's McBride complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They run behind center with Conner. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On 2nd down and 4, Trubisky. This is caught. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mitchell Trubisky scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Extra point good by Prater as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
then he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Eckler now between the tackles. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Herbert. Man open, here is Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cards are right back in this football game. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Able to find Ertz. Finding space at the 40. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing now is Trubisky. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now it's Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this